Stop making these mistakes with Samsung DeX right now. Let's go. If you're a Samsung DeX user, and you have been for a while like me, maybe you're using it at its peak performance. But if you're new to Samsung DeX and you're just getting into it, here's 5 mistakes you need to avoid if you want to get the most out of it. First one, and this will, I guess, depend on the monitor or setup that you've got this connected to, not using 4K with Samsung DeX is a crime. Well, I say crime in jest because, let's face it, it's a bit of mobile phone software. You're not going to jail over it. But, in the context of how you can use Samsung DeX better, it's a little bit crime-worthy. So to avoid this mistake, let me show you what you need to do. By default, Samsung DeX will allow for Quad HD output. So if you go into the connected devices, into Samsung DeX, whilst you've got DeX connected, you can actually toggle up to Quad HD, which is 2560 by 1440. But there's a way you can actually go further to 4K. To do this, you will need the multi-star plugin within GoodLock. And when you go into multi-star, there's a little toggle here called high resolutions for external displays. Toggle this on, and then you plug back into DeX, and 4K becomes an option. Then you get the full crispness of 4K Samsung DeX that you deserve, especially when working in a productivity environment. Any content that you're viewing, websites, media, if you're typing up a document in Samsung Notes, you get the full crispness of 4K as it should be, rather than needing to just rely on full HD or Quad HD. No, get the 4K experience with Samsung DeX. So make sure you get GoodLock and do it that way. Second mistake that I want you to avoid is not passing the sound through the display. So if you are using Samsung DeX and you're wondering why the sound is only coming out of your phone speaker, and not the monitor speaker, it's because you haven't got it set up properly. Now, this is a setting you're going to need to adjust when you're inside Samsung DeX. Again, connected devices menu, Samsung DeX, there's a toggle play sound through connected display. Toggle this on, and automatically when you use Samsung DeX, sound will be routed into the display and you won't have to think about it next time.
Samsung seems to have fixed the one thing that made me hesitate to recommend the base model for the last few years. Are they copying Apple? They wouldn't do that, right? On a serious note, it's a welcome change, I think, to see so many cool features being added to the regular S.
If for whatever reason it's not working, you can go to the bottom right corner in DeX or from the quick panel and change the media output to play through the monitor. Or if you want to switch it back to your phone speaker, you can do that same process and it will play through the phone speaker. But depending on the monitor you got it plugged into, you may as well take advantage of the monitor's speaker setup as opposed to the one just on your phone. Now, this video hasn't got a sponsor, and if you really want to support Tech with Benefits and me as a YouTube channel, the best way you can do that is by subscribing down below. Fun fact, around 90% of you in the last 30 days haven't been subscribed and watching my videos. So you may as well jump on board and subscribe if you're watching them anyway. It's the best way you can keep in touch and support the channel. If you want to go that step further, you can feel free and join as a member, but just make sure you hit that subscribe button to join Tech with Benefits. Third mistake I'm going to highlight is to do with wireless DeX. Now, wireless DeX is great. Don't get me wrong. I use it frequently, but I never use it for productivity, only use it for entertainment. Because of the way wireless DeX operates, it's not actually got the latency to suit productivity. Typing on a keyboard, sort of searching something out, it's just not fast enough with its responsiveness to actually give you a smooth experience. So if you want to do productivity with Samsung DeX, cable is the way to go. Wireless DeX, just not going to work. You can see the difference here with wireless DeX and Samsung Notes trying to type, clunky, a bit laggy, and just not smooth versus using it with a cable, and then you actually get the full experience. But for entertainment, wireless DeX is great because it just basically casts to the screen wirelessly like SmartView does, and you get the full experience of whatever's being streamed. Another issue with wireless DeX too is it only supports full HD. So all the content doesn't really get scaled properly, and you can tell, it looks like it's lacking resolution. And because of that lag with that bad resolution, it just doesn't look as nice. It's completely fine for content that you're viewing, like videos, because that is not needing to be scaled. But anytime you're doing anything with text or even just the home screen, it just doesn't look very good. Fourth one is absolutely recommend getting at the minimum a Bluetooth keyboard. Trying to type inside the Samsung DeX environment, either using the phone screen or using the on-screen keyboard, is just, again, it's a slow and clunky experience. Samsung DeX means desktop experience. And you don't use a desktop PC without a keyboard at a minimum because, well, you can't. Samsung do give you the option to at least use the phone screen as a mouse trackpad, which can help you in a pinch. It's great for wireless DeX, which I sort of spoke about a bit before, but definitely recommend getting a mouse too. It just completes the experience and helps you feel a little bit more productive. Again, the speed of which you can do things with a mouse and keyboard versus no mouse and keyboard, it's a lot easier to sort of type, and again, in a productivity environment, using a full-size keyboard that you have access to versus trying to type with your hands or your fingers. You always type with your hands on an on-screen keyboard. It's just not going to be as quick and you're going to be slower, and it might make you not want to use Samsung DeX. There's some keyboards that you might want to get. I don't want to sit here and tell you which ones you should get. I've got a Samsung keyboard that's great for Samsung DeX because it just is lightweight and suits the environment, but you get whatever you like. And the last one, which depending again on your monitor, you might not be able to help it, but where possible, use USB-C as a connection method as opposed to HDMI. If you use HDMI, it's not going to actually ruin the connection. It'll still operate the same. The difference will be that it won't charge. So it'll use power from your phone to power it, which again, it's capable of doing, but you won't get the phone topped up as you're using it. USB-C, especially if you've got a monitor that's got Thunderbolt, it'll literally just charge the phone and power DeX at the same time. And it's one cable, that's it. Again, it'll be dependent on your setup. Your setup might not allow for it. You might need to have HDMI if it's a TV, for example. But if you've got the choice, absolutely use USB-C as your main DeX output because it'll just be easier and a better connection because of the fact it charges your phone at the same time. Of course, there's a third option where, if you can find them, you've got the DeX Pad and the DeX Station. I have made full videos about both of those because they need power to actually power the whole DeX experience. It technically is HDMI and it's USB-C at the same time. They will top up your phone whilst also using HDMI as the output. So that could be another option for you for Samsung DeX if you didn't want to use either straight HDMI or use USB-C. You can get a DeX Station or a DeX Pad and it will take care of it and charge the phone at the same time. Just jumping at the end here just to sort of say they were my tips, but I've got a lot more. In fact, I have a few ideas, and let me know in the comments which one of these you want me to make. I have Samsung DeX working on my Mac Studio and on my MacBook Pro. So if you want to know how I got it working, let me know if you want a tutorial on that and I'll put together a full video. And if you're new to Samsung DeX or you're just new to Samsung and you want a beginner's guide to DeX, every setting, every toggle, how to set it up from the moment you plug it in to the moment you plug it out, let me know in the comments below as well, and I'll can start working on both of those videos. Hit subscribe to take the benefits whilst you're in that sort of area on YouTube. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.